Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I apologize about what has just gone down. Our whole system just decided to shut down 2 minutes before we were going to start the stream. So that is fantastic. Please, everyone, work with me here. I'm doing my best. Warriors are on offense. Just let the camera go for a second. Just give me 2 seconds here. Okay. I think we're good. It's just me currently. We have Mason coming later. Should be is on his way right now, actually. Trajan Frazier with the run up the middle. We are trying our best. I am trying my best out here. I'm all alone currently, so a lot to do by myself. That clock is going to be completely off for a little bit. Going deep, Sam Johnson throws it. A flag on the play. It was an interesting play call from the Warriors, lined up Sam Johnson in the Wildcat, who ended up throwing the ball. The intended receiver was, I believe, Drum. It's a face mask on the defense, which is a 15-yard penalty in favor of the Warriors. That's going to make it a first down for the Warriors. Again, that clock is completely off by about 1 minute 30 seconds. The ball looks like it might have come out there. Who's got it? We'll get a motion here. It is Thunderridge ball. Warriors fumble on the jet sweep end around. And now it'll be Grizzly ball. Working on that clock for you all right now. Quarterback Caden Reeder for the Grizzlies as they start with a slant pass that gets them across the 50-yard line. 22-yard catch and run there. That pass was to Sidney Lynn. Handoff here, up the middle, taken down at the 46-yard line. That was Shane Christie on the run. Got Mason coming in here in a second. It is third down, or excuse me, it's second down. It says it wrong on the scoreboard. Another handoff up the middle, back to Christie, who's taken down for maybe a loss of 1 on the play. They'll mark it at the line of scrimmage, so it'll be third down and 9. Grizzlies got the ball off this possession off a fumble. We apologize for how slanted our camera is. I will work on that in a second. A quick toss to the running back gets him enough for the first down. That ball was to Ben Perez. down at the 34-yard line. Plenty for the first down. Lined up in the shotgun, drops back, looking right. Oh, almost intercepted by Trajan Frazier. Tried to go for the slant in the middle to Perez. Bounced off his hands and went into the hands of Frazier, but he was unable to bring it in. Quarterback fakes the jet sweep and dumps it off to his running back, Christie. Christie will lose a few on the play. Is second down. That is a holding penalty called on the Grizzlies, which will back them up 10 yards. But it will stay second down. Grizzlies lined up in trips right. Quarterback keeper brought down immediately by Weller. No, excuse me, not Weller. That was, let me get out my roster here. I don't even have my roster out. That was Thomas Hildahl, who swarmed off the edge to make that tackle. We're going to take a momentary break here, go to our other camera. Just for a second. Just need to straighten out our main camera. Just need to level it. Okay. And I believe that might be the best it's going to get for tonight. We got a timeout from Thunderridge. It's actually great timing for me up here in the booth. All right, we're going to take a momentary break here and play some sponsors. Got Rolling Smoke, Chick-fil-A, okay, we're back to play here. Here's our camera all fixed. The pass overthrown. Just going to pause the clock. Just going to pause it. The actual clock is at 5:58. Our clock is not even close. Thunderridge lines up in punt formation. Landon Drum back to receive. He'll let it go. And Thunderridge will be able to down it at the six-yard line. Great job from the punt team of Thunderridge. Warriors going to have a whole 95 yards to go. right, guys. If we couldn't have any more technical difficulties, we now finally have Mason here. A little late. Mason, how's it going tonight?
I can't. Nothing's coming through.
You can't hear?
No, I can't hear or speak.
There you go. No, you're good.
Hey, everybody. How's it going? Sorry, I came a little late, but should be an exciting game tonight. 3:18 left here. Trey will get me caught up on what's going on so far, but it's supposed to be a great game tonight. Thunderridge 1-1. Took a tough loss to Cherokee Trail last week, but should be a good one.
Yeah, the clock is not even close to 3:18. I can't figure it out. I got so much going on back here.
No, you're good. You're good.
Mason coming from a tennis match against the all-dreaded Creek.
Yeah, the turnout wasn't so well, but did what I did and tried to play my best.
No regrets. Okay. We got a handoff coming to the left side of the field, down at the 35-yard line. That was to Tackett. Third down and 2 for the Warriors. Warriors' first drive, Mason, ended in a fumble.
Yeah, not the best start. It's kind of a little bit of a momentum killer there to start a drive, but Grizzlies struggled last year, were 0-10, so definitely already better on the year with a 1-1 record.
Trajan Frazier, they'll line up and trick the cameraman there. They went the jet sweep to Frazier, faked the backwards toss. Brought down for a loss of yards, so it'll now be second down and close to 14. They'll call it 13, though. Trips left for the Warriors. Lee lined up in the shotgun. Drops back looking left. Gonna roll out left. Now going deep. He's got Sam Johnson, but it's short and picked off by the Grizzlies. Grizzly defender is Camden Newman, who came up with the ball. There is a flag on the play. Newman was brought down at the 42-yard line. A blindside block on the return team. So it will still be first down for Thunderridge. But it'll back them up 15 yards from the original spot. We apologize for any stream lag. There's not much we can do about that at this moment.
When I was preparing for this game, I saw the stats from the last 2 games Thunderridge has had. From what I saw, it looked like Thunderridge was a very pass-heavy team. Trey, I don't know if you've already seen them pass a lot, but they didn't do much with the run. So hopefully the Warriors secondary can stop that passing.
Yeah, they had a couple passes. One almost resulted in a Arapahoe interception, but I don't think it worked out too well for them so far. Their 2 plays that got them a lot of yards both came off of the run. Actually, one of them was a short forward toss. Handoff to the running back, who's taken down at the 38-yard line. That is Shane Christie. Excuse me, that's Ryan Anderson, number 38, not number 9. And I'm pretty sure our stream has fully crashed, so Not sure if anybody can even hear us right now.
If you hear us, welcome.
Hello, everyone. We are so sorry. We just cannot figure out our connection up here. We do. Maybe it's good right now. We honestly are 100% positive. We're doing our best with what we have. It looks like quality is absolutely horrendous. So we sincerely apologize for that.
If you can hear us, welcome. Welcome on in.
I know this is a huge bummer for a lot of people who banked on being able to watch the game from home tonight. So we get a run up the middle from Thunderridge. Thunderridge gets first down there. If anybody would like to type in chat how the quality is, I'm sure it's terrible, but anything helps right now to just let us know what you guys are seeing, because we don't get to see what you guys see. As quarterback drops back, goes long. He's got his man at the 15-yard line, brought down at the 11. The connection between Caden Reeder and Sorensen has been working tonight. That one will go as a 30-ish yard completion. Score is 7-7. Warriors scored a touchdown off of a short run from, I believe, Trajan Frazier. Play was set up from a 60-yard catch and run from Landon Drum. We're working with what we got up here. About 4 minutes left in the second quarter.
It is 7-7 in this ball game. Arapahoe had a long run that went to about the 2, and they ended up scoring off that good run.
And shotgun motion, rolling out left immediately, and then has Cale Gardner at the 5 down immediately. They're 2 left line. So 4 yards to go till the end zone. Grizzlies gonna come out in the trips right. Reader shotgun. Running back shifts around the backfield. And he'll get it. And brought down by Tommy Hildahl. Hildahl, another play where he just screamed off that left edge to immediately blow up the run.
Yeah, good stuff by Hildahl, able to get in there. Ball was on at the 4th, facing a little pressure in the red zone, but able to get the stop to force big pressure in the red zone, but able to get the stop to force big fourth down here late in the second quarter.
Quarterback rolls out right immediately, goes to the end zone, and it's almost picked off. It's in the hands of Sam Johnson, but he can't bring it down. But that is a turnover on downs. So Warriors get the ball on the 5-yard line and will have 95 yards to go.
Last time was with 3 outs. To Ridge another chance to bring the ball back and score if the Warriors go down.
Handoff, Frazier, who fights to his left for maybe a yard or 2. Ball is again. Yes. Quick mic check for the broadcast. We are trying to figure this out. We do apologize. We're hearing things that our audio is completely off, unsynced from the actual video, so not sure what's going on with that, but we are working on it. I think we're here. We're live, I think. Yeah, I hope we are.
Bienvenidos, everybody.
Oh, my gosh. Warriors on offense. Trips right. Theo Lee drops back. Looking right and's got Drum across the middle of the field. He'll cross the 50-yard line and be taken down at the 43.
.111 remaining in this second quarter. I apologize about the clock.
Clock's on Mason here. Everything else is on me, but the clock is on Mason. So.
Yeah, when the stream's down, you don't really have to pay attention to this much.
I think we're back again. It's definitely still laggy, but
On my phone.
okay. I think we are live. We got a message from Max Shaver saying it looks good. Thank you, Jim. We appreciate the support. We are surely trying our best. Lee going to drop back and look right once again, but he'll be taken down.
Flag
does come out. He's taken down in the backfield by Gavin Connell, the senior defensive end of the Grizzlies. The penalty, it's looking like is on, yes, the penalty is on Arapahoe. So Thunderridge will decline the penalty and take the sack. The sack backs him up 10 yards anyways, so works out for the Grizzlies. Warriors with 1 minute and 5 seconds to attempt to move their way down the field. The clock should be running currently. But it's not.
That one's not on me.
Finally something tonight that's not on us.
Looks like the refs are trying to figure something out. I think the Thunderridge head coach, Jay Madden, is talking, maybe not sure about a ruling or spot. The ball is set. The clock will run.
Lee drops back. Airing it all the way out. Was looking for Sam Johnson. Could not connect.
Third and 17 for the Warriors. 54 seconds remain in the quarter.
Third down and 17, 54 seconds left. Again, we're working on that. Got it. Warriors still have all 3 of their timeouts. Or actually, they only have 2. That's wrong.
My bad.
Been working on other things, have not been focused too much on the game. A long third down. Warriors going to air it out deep in another pass, just too far. Was trying to get it to Landon Drum. Fourth and 17, and the Warriors are going to bring out their punt team. It's not worth risking not converting, because if you don't convert on fourth down here, then the Grizzlies get the ball back with 50 yards and a minute to go. Out to punt is Nick Pangborn, the goalie for the Warriors lacrosse team. Thunderridge has nobody back to field, so the ball will roll all the way to the 14-yard line, downed by Jake Mostek. 39 seconds now.
This will be a tough go for the Grizzlies here. Not sure if they can get a touchdown. Might just be an all-pass situation here. But at best, they would definitely want to get a field goal here to head into half with a lead. Do Grizzlies get the ball after half, Trey?
Let me think for a second. No. They started with the ball.
So it'd be good momentum.
No, the Warriors started with the ball. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Excuse me on that. The Warriors started with the ball, so the Grizzlies will get. They do just take a knee and will go into halftime with a score of 7-7. We apologize for the connection issues. We are going to hopefully try to stay live, but we might end up cutting out for a minute or two here to try to fix our connection issues. So bear with us. Again, your score is 7-7, and we'll see you all in 20 minutes.
Oh my God!
Sometimes I get a good feeling, yeah. I get a feeling that I never had before. No, I get a good feeling, yeah. Oh, sometimes I get a good feeling, yeah. I get a feeling that I never had before. No, I get a good feeling.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for bearing with us. I believe we are back in good. Our bit rate is back up. We're getting the excellent condition mark from YouTube. If you guys would like to comment in the chat to help us out, I believe everything should be working and well. We got it all figured out. Our quality is back up. Now we just got to wait for both these football teams to get back on the field. The score at halftime is 7-7. Thunderridge opened the game with a touchdown on their first drive. Then the Warriors responded a few drives later. Had a 40-something yard pass to Landon Drum and then a 2-yard touchdown run from, I believe, Trajan Frazier. Not positive on that. Don't quote me there. But these teams are warming up. And we are getting ready for some second half action. Mason's still here with me. Mason.
Yes, should be a fun second half. Tied at 7. See what else could happen here in this half. Offensively, it's gone all right. It seems like we've had a couple penalties that have definitely taken us back a bit, especially that last one at the end of the first half, excuse me. And it seems like Thunderridge is kind of clicking. They're doing their thing. Offense, they're looking pretty good overall. Despite the score, I think that this is a hard team to play, and it's a good test for Arapahoe here early on, like I said. First road game of the year.
Yeah, and Thunderridge on one of their drives just before the end of that first half, they brought it all the way down to the 2-yard line, but they were unable to convert on fourth down. And so the Warriors got it back. They were not able to do anything with it, but my point being, the Grizzlies have had a few opportunities where they've had good chances to score, but just have not quite taken advantage of it. Whereas the Warriors, I feel like, have struggled to really move the ball much. The pass game, especially deep, is looking more like week 1 against Mountain Vista than it is week 2 versus Heritage. That pass game last week for the Warriors went for a crazy number of yards. It was something around 290-ish, and then the run game was at about 140 yards. So the offense, very proficient just a week ago. Not as proficient here in the first half.
Yeah, the Warriors, the Warriors' defense in the red zone has been solid tonight. Like Trey said, Thunderridge a couple drives getting down into the red zone, but the Warriors' red zone defense is stopping.
That exact number, the Warriors had 294 passing yards and 164 rushing yards. They had 4 total touchdowns against the Eagles. Or, excuse me, 5 total touchdowns against the Eagles. They won that game 35-14. That pushed their record to 1-1. Warriors at 1-1. Thunderridge
Also at 1-1.
also
defeating
1-1.
Columbine, but losing the Cherokee Trail last week. Arapahoe losing the Vista in their first week, but taking the Brookridge Trophy last week, defeating Heritage. And hopefully we can get another W out tonight for the Warriors, as it looks like we are ready to kick off the second half.
All right, let's get this camera actually doing something here. We appreciate you all so much for your patience tonight. It has been a rough broadcast so far. If you'd like to update your friends and family that we are back, that'd be great. Because we are back. I think we are back and good, hopefully.
Yeah, we've got some people in the
Knock
chat
on wood.
saying sounds like it's working for them, so we appreciate you guys for telling us and giving us the feedback.
Kickoff. Grizzlies will start with the ball in the second half. A low line drive kick is downed at the Warrior 25-yard line. Or excuse me, the Grizzly 24-yard line.
Warriors defense will get the first look for the second half. Thank you, ref. I will do that.
All right, first down for the Grizzlies. They'll start with a pass, immediately rolling out right and dumping it off to his back, who will end up losing a yard on the play. That was Cam Newman who got the ball there.
Second and 11 for the Grizzlies at their own 23.
This time a run. Warriors not expecting the run there. The Grizzlies lined up in a 4 wide receiver look, 3 out to the left.
Looked like the Grizzlies ball carrier kind of bobbled that into the run.
Yeah, that was Ryan Anderson who got the ball there.
Bring up 3rd and 5. Big stop here for the Warriors if they can get it done.
2 wide receivers, or 2 running backs, excuse me, to either side of Reeder. He'll look left immediately and completes it for the first down and more. Finally brought down by Jaden Tackett at the 42-yard line. That was Sorensen who was able to get the first down for the Grizzlies.
Reeder in shotgun.
Another trips look for the Grizzlies, this time to the right. Passed out left immediately to the screen pass. That was again to Sorensen. He'll lose 4 yards on the play. That was not Sorensen. That was Sidney Lynn. Loss of 1 on the play. 2nd down and 11.
Same start to this set of downs as the last. A little screen play that takes them nowhere. Props to the Warriors stopping that, reading that play. Just under 10 minutes here in the third.
Reeder drops back, looks right. Completes it to Sorensen, who's immediately brought down by Jake Mostek. Brought down at the 46-yard line.
Bring up 3rd and 8. Warriors got some room here, but their defense has been solid. Would love to see a little more defense, a little more solid defense here when they're not when the Grizzlies aren't in the red zone.
Running back in motion. Reeder drops back, throws the screen, but it falls incomplete. He was looking for Sorensen, but fell straight through the senior wide receiver's hands.
Yeah, that was going to be a nice check down play if he caught that, but wondering if he kind of looked upfield and saw the opportunity for the first down, but instead it's the Grizzlies coming off the field.
Yeah, Grizzlies bring their punt team on. Back to return is Landon Drum. Good punt from the Grizzlies. And it'll be a fair catch called by Drum at the 13-yard line. Sorensen not only starting wide receiver and cornerback for the Grizzlies, but also the starting punter. A do-it-all kind of guy.
Yeah, 3-way player. Pretty impressive. It was a nice punt as well.
Yeah, that punt back to the Warriors up to the 13, so they'll have 87 yards to go. In motion, fake the handoff. Lee has Sam Johnson in the middle of the field. He's taken down at the 17-yard line. Motion man was Jaden Tackett. Second down and 6. Lee in shotgun. Handoff to Tackett. Tackett going nowhere, fighting for as long as he could, but brought down at the 18-yard line, so maybe a gain of 1 or 2. Actually, there is a penalty. That's a false start on the Warriors, which will back them up 5 yards. Oh, it's a legal formation, excuse me. We'll replay second down. But this time, the Warriors will be at the 12-yard line and have 11 yards to go for the first down.
This could be a better opportunity, even though they're further back. Reassess that play call. Maybe figure out something else to do, and hopefully this can be a better opportunity for the Warriors.
Lee looks right immediately, steps out, and he looks like he's going to be brought down. Sacked by multiple Grizzly defenders. The main one getting in there is Jacob Burgett. Third down and along 14 for the Warriors. A slow start to this second half. defense, once again, it seems like it's been this way for the first 3 games of the season. Defense has been playing actually quite well, as we have a run here that is brought down at the line of scrimmage. That ball was to Jaden Tackett. But like I was saying, the defense plays well and gets stops, forces stops, doesn't allow many points, especially once the opposing team gets to the red zone. They're probably one of the best red zone defenses in Chassa sports right now, statistically wise at least.
Yeah, you look at the defense, they have a little bit of an older squad than the offense does. Offense with a first-year starter for...
That punt was muffed. But you bring up a great point there, Mason. The defense does have much more experience. This offense, you got your young quarterback, Theo Lee, who's only a sophomore. And then also guys like Landon Drum, who just came in this year. Landon Drum is a senior, but he transferred in from South Anchorage High School in Alaska. And then you have some other just all-around guys like Rylan Reinert, who's only a sophomore. Colin Milkey, who's a junior. Run here up the middle is stuffed by Connor Gilchrist.
Yeah, and you're still building that chemistry. It's only the 3rd game of the season. So you're still working on playbook, making sure the team's right, and just honestly the team bonding. I think that's a very important thing, just for all the teammates to honestly be friends. It sounds kind of dumb, but it surely is a way to build a great team. Just everybody's on the same page and talking.
Yeah, their saying is one tribe, one family. As Reeder rolls out to his right and is unable to connect with Christie. He was looking for Christie on a 10-yard out, but the ball was just above his hands.
Good coverage there from the Warriors secondary, not allowing anything to go past them on that play. Big 3rd down here, 3rd and long for the Grizzlies, 3rd and 8 to be exact. Reeder is in shotgun formation.
Motion. And a big blitz brought. And Warriors Reeder is just barely able to get the ball out. A flag does come out.
That was a bit of a scary play. If I'm a fan of Thunderridge there, I don't like the idea of the quarterback just throwing it like that. Much rather him take the sack and not risk throwing it away accidentally into a Warrior defender. That could cause an interception and even worse, a pick 6.
Yeah, absolutely. In the intentional grounding, you lose yards, you lose the down. And the defender doesn't get credit for the sack. That's something also. You know, Jackson Weller was in there, and he doesn't get that 1 sack on his stat sheet.
Yeah, a junior who can definitely make a difference. He's still here for another year after that, so it'll be exciting to see what he can do.
This punt this time from the Grizzlies is a low burner that is down at the 25-yard line. Wisely, Drum steps away from it to allow the Grizzlies. It was actually touched by a Grizzly at the 30-yard line, but.
.542 remaining in this 3rd quarter. Still knotted up at 7-7. 1st and 10 for the Warriors. Ball on the Warriors' 30-yard line. Hopefully the Warriors offense can get some things going here.
Bunch formation, Jaramillo in motion. He gets the handoff, and he's away. Got a 1st down. Big yardage from the sophomore Jaramillo, who gains 15 on the play. He's back off of injury. He was unable to play last week versus Heritage. I believe we'll see a limited role from him in this game. I don't feel like we saw him much in that first half, but we also weren't paying too close of attention. We were working on other things.
But despite Marcelo's size, he's such a speedy guy that can definitely fit through areas that your offensive lineman might not be able to get through.
Handoff to Frazier, who'll take it up past the 45. First down for the Warriors. Five minutes remaining in this third quarter. Still 7-7.
So far this drive, the Warriors moving the ball nicely, able to get a first down, which is honestly huge just to start out a drive.
Jaramillo in motion again, but back to Frazier, who takes it outright past the hashes and past the 50-yard line. He'll bring it into Grizzly territory, taken down at the 49-yard line. Yeah, Warriors' run game has looked strong this drive. No time like the present to get that started. And what happens is when you start forcing the run game, then the Grizzlies will have to adjust, and then that opens up the pass game, and it's kind of a flip-flop relationship between those. Lee going deep. He's open, but Drum is unable to bring it in. We do have a flag that comes out.
That will be a big call for the Warriors.
That's Will Bradley in coverage that I believe is going to be called with a pass interference. It sure is.
Sometimes that is a good throw by Theo Lee when he notices the defender isn't looking, so the receiver Drum, I believe it was on that play, has to come back for it, and the cornerback's not looking for it. So there you get a good pass interference call, and there's a free 15 yards there for the Warriors.
Yeah, in high school, it is not a spot foul. It is just a 15-yard penalty.
Could definitely change the game if it was a spot foul.
And Warriors get the Grizzlies jumping. That'll give them an extra 5 yards to add on to that pass interference. So 20 yards and penalties bring the Warriors up to the 29-yard line.
Unfortunate sequence of events here for the Grizzlies. Grizzlies went 0-10 last year. They're definitely a hungry team, and they seem ready. They definitely seem like they can beat any team they try for, and this new squad for Thunderridge is ready.
Handoff to Tackett. Ball came out, but ref's whistle came first.
I couldn't really tell if he was down from the angle I have. I don't know if you could, Trey.
Yeah, I couldn't quite tell either, but the ref will call him down. It's a gain of 3 on the play, so it'll now be 2nd down and 2. Jaramillo in motion, handoff to Frazier going out right. Frazier falls down just right at that first down marker. Ref not going to give him enough for the first down, so it'll be 3rd down and a couple inches.
Third and literal inches for the Warriors. Ball on the Grizzlies' 25-yard line. Just under 3 minutes remaining in the third quarter. Still knotted at 7-7. See if the Warriors can get a score to take the lead here in the first half. Second half, excuse me.
Three running backs in the backfield. It goes to Frazier. Frazier on the ground. Able to be picked up by his teammates, but will limp off the field. It is a first down for the Warriors. Warriors going to bring out the trips to the left. Fake handoff to Tackett, and Lee is immediately brought down. Brought down by number 14, Colton Archuleta.
Yeah, right as Thee was going to roll out, he just sees Grizzlies lineman right in his face. There's nothing much he can do about that one.
Excuse me, that was actually number 44, Dane Giles. It's a loss of 8 for the Warriors. Once again, Jaramillo in motion. This time he actually gets it. Tackled out of bounds at the 25-yard line.
He got back to where the original spot was for the Warriors. Should bring up a 3rd and 10, I believe.
Lee runs into the huddle for the play call. This time, the trips will run out to the right side, as it is the wide side of the field. Lee going to go directly talk to Colin Milkey to get that play. Then Lee, his pass almost intercepted. Was looking for Milkey on a 10-yard out route. Broken up by Boss Brown. And so it'll be 4th down and 13 now. Warriors going to keep their offense on the field.
Yeah, they're in a bit of an awkward spot, a little too far maybe for a field goal, but too close to the end zone to where you feel like you have a chance. And I agree with them. They're definitely not in Grizzlies territory. So if they do give the ball up, Grizzlies have to go about 70 yards just to get a score.
Lee drops back. Looking for Drum. And it's tipped and knocked incomplete. Once again, Boss Brown, the one to deflect the pass. Turnover on downs. Grizzly ball now at the 25-yard line. Just over a minute left in the 3rd quarter.
As Cameron Reeder and the Grizzlies offense will take the field. They have about 75 yards to go for the score. See what the Warriors defense can do.
Handoff up the middle. Brought down at the 30-yard line. Anderson gets 5 on the play. Second down and 5 now. Grizzlies going to hand it off back to Anderson once again. This time he'll be stopped at the line of scrimmage by a couple Warriors. Hildahl and Seek, the big tacklers there. Haven't heard Brody Seek's name much tonight. He had 1 sack last week versus Heritage, and in the first game against Mountain Vista, he had 3.5 sacks.
I think the unfortunate thing for Seek is when other teams realize how good he is, they know that they need to double team him in order to keep their quarterback safe.
Pass out to Camden Newman, or no, excuse me, Sorensen. I need a spotter up here, man.
Yeah, it would be nice.
It is enough for a first down for the Grizzlies. That does bring up the end of the third quarter. Score still 7-7, Thunderridge ball. And we will see you after a quick break. Quickly want to touch on something that happened for both teams this offseason. The Denver Broncos provided all high schools in Colorado with a fresh new set of helmets. So both of these teams rocking those tonight. Believe you can find more information about that at 9 News Denver or somewhere on Google.
Yeah, I'm sure you could just search it up. Something will pop up.
It is also on the Arapahoe football page. Grizzlies back out on the field. They have 54 yards to go. Reeder drops back, looking for Sorensen, and it's incomplete. Jake Mostek in coverage.
You can tell how well the Grizzlies have improved last year. Arapahoe beat them 48-0. So clearly the Grizzlies have gotten better defensively by far, and offensively they're putting in some work. I think both offenses for both teams have been a little slow in this second half, but I think could be whoever strikes next could win this ballgame.
Yeah, no second half points yet. Reeder looking into the middle of the field. It's complete. Complete to Cale Gardner. And
looks like
he will
they
be
will give him the first.
Yep. He has enough for the first down. He crosses into Warrior territory. Grizzlies slowly picking away here at the Warrior defense. Two turnovers tonight from the Warriors. And on the other side, the Grizzlies have yet to give up a turnover. Run up the middle, bursts through with a spark of energy. That's Anderson, who has a 9-yard rush, just short of the first down. Christie to the left of Reeder. Excuse me, that's Anderson again. They'll give it to him, he's got the first down. And a couple extra marked at the 35-yard line. Another first down for the Grizzlies. Again, just chipping away with the run game, just slowly and slowly making their way down the field here.
It's like an ant. They're kind of just slowly chipping away at a piece of food they found.
In motion is Newman. Handoff, or excuse me, quarterback keep. He'll stay on his feet, finally brought down. Brought down by Fletcher Farley, the junior.
Nice to see Fletcher getting some minutes. Knows how hard he has worked to be here, and it's nice to see this defense kind of sprout up, especially from losing a couple guys last year.
Handoff to Anderson. Once again, he'll have enough for the first down. Brought down again by Farley and helped by Frazier. Three minutes already gone by of the fourth quarter. Like you said, Mason, it could be, this game could end up where the next person, the next team to score, ends up winning this ball game.
Yeah, it's surely looking like that way so far, with both defenses standing strong.
The Grizzlies in a great position right now to score. There is a flag on the play. It's on the defense. They had 12 players on the field. That'll add an extra 5 yards onto the Grizzly drive. It'll be second down and 5 from the 17-yard line.
Yeah, those aren't the penalties you want to give up if you're the defense. It's almost like giving up some technology issues.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, 12 men on the field, that is a killer for Coach Brayton. Warriors will call a timeout and reset their whole team. Really haven't been able to get anything going in the second half. And this drive, the Grizzlies have just worked them down the field. The ball is at the 17-yard line.
Grizzlies at the 22. We're approaching where the Warriors have held strong, only letting up one score, especially for both teams. Both teams' defense is standing solid. Like I said, I do think the next team to strike has a higher chance here to win this ball game, especially the way it's looking this game.
If you're the Warriors here, this is when you need your leaders to step up.
Yeah, your captains, Brody Seek, kind of help the team, get them hyped, energized, and ready to go.
Watch out for Brody Seek off that left edge. In motion is Newman. Handoff to Christie, who's brought down immediately by Farley. A flag does come out. Looks like this one might be on the Grizzlies. It is a holding called on the Grizzlies. That will back them up 10 yards. We appreciate you all for joining us here tonight on Arapahoe Sports Network. If any of you did experience the laggy stream at the start of the game, we do apologize once again for that. Sorensen in motion. Reeder drops back and was looking for the screen. That ball got tipped. And Connor Gilchrist almost in a position to intercept it. There's been a few opportunities tonight for the Warriors to get a turnover at the start of the game, a ball bounced straight through the hands of Trajan Frazier. That is unlike him for sure. There's been a few other instances as well. 2 backs on either side of Reeder. Reeder just tosses it out to Sorensen.
Yeah, a little shovel play you see from the Kansas City Chiefs sometime. A little trickery.
3rd down and long for the Grizzlies.
This is where, when you're the Warriors defense, like Trey said earlier, the captains speak out, get a good stop here, and hopefully bring up a 4th down.
Yeah, for a second there, you could see Brody Seek turn to his team and whisper something, or probably not whisper it,
Yeah,
but yell
guess it's
something
not a
at
whisper.
them. Seek committed to Air Force. And Thunderridge will call a timeout to avoid the delay of game penalty. Mason, what do you even say if you're Coach Brayton right now? I mean, the Warriors, they called that timeout earlier when, like a few minutes ago, and it seemed to have helped. It slowed down the Grizzlies. I mean, now you're in a position to make a huge 3rd down stop in your own territory. So what are you saying if you're Coach Brayton?
I think if you're Coach Brayton, you're definitely taking time to analyze the Grizzlies offense. You want to make sure everybody's lined up right. You don't want to make any silly or stupid mistakes on a down like this, especially when the ball's at your own 17. So just, I think, reassuring his guys, keep the energy up, keep doing great, and let's get this ball back. Like Coach Brayton said, he's coming into this week. He's hungry. The team is hungry to have a good season, and this is especially a good way to kick it off going into homecoming week this week.
Yeah, this game would push the Warriors' record to 2-1, so it would give them a positive record.
Just realized I had the clock running the whole time out.
Reeder in the shotgun. Looks left. Going for the end zone. 2 defenders there. And it's incomplete. Johnson tipped the ball away. Believe we do have a flag on the play. We'll see what it is. This would be a huge mistake from the Warriors, depending on what this penalty is. It's a holding on the defense. It'll take the Grizzlies half the distance to the goal, but it will not be an automatic 1st down.
Yeah, I don't think that's what Coach Brayton talked about at all in that timeout. But 3rd and 7, still good amount of room that the Grizzlies need to get with a run.
Handoff to Christie.
And
Christie makes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Grizzlies. Flags come out. 3 flags actually come out.
Was there some pushing and shoving, or just excessive celebration calls?
Touchdown will stand. We'll get word of what the penalty is here in a second. That means it was either after the play or on the Warriors.
Be another stupid penalty for the Warriors if it's on them.
Yeah, penalties crushing the Warriors
Yeah.
here tonight.
Definitely could bring the ball up. If you're the Grizzlies, you could go for 2 if you're close enough.
Result of the play is a touchdown. After the play, personal foul, unnecessary roughness on the offense, number 17. Personal foul, unnecessary roughness on the defense, number 2. Those penalties will offset.
So it's 2 personal fouls on 1 for either team. The first one was on Camden Newman of the Grizzlies, and the second one, Trajan Frazier of the Warriors. But the touchdown will stand, and the extra point
Another
A flag
flag.
does come out, but the extra point is good. .704 left in the ball game. Grizzlies now with what will presumably be a 14-7 lead.
The try is good. They also have dead ball running into the kicker on the receiving team. 5 yards will be assessed on the kickoff.
It was roughness on the kicker by the Warriors, so we'll add 5 yards onto the kickoff per the ref.
It was definitely a big possession here for the Warriors offense. It'd be great for them to come down and strike back and tie this ball game up, especially as time ticks down here in the fourth. Don't have too much time to work with, Trey.
Warriors next week are going to take on the Pine Creek Eagles. That's at 7 p.m. at LPS Stadium.
Home
This
sweet
year-
home.
Yeah, this year is a home game versus Pine Creek. Last year we had an away game. Traveled an hour and 30 minutes with my good friend Max Shaver. That was a fun drive. But it all worked out.
As fun as picking him up last week, Trey?
Yeah, just as fun as picking him up from Boulder last week to come down to do the Heritage broadcast. That was
On the kicking team, 5-yard
encroachment on the kicking team.
It's an interesting penalty you definitely don't see every day.
Funny thing about that is the Grizzlies already got a 5-yard penalty,
Yeah.
so it just cancels those two out.
It's an odd special teams error. Not sure if I've ever seen an encroachment on a kickoff.
I'm not sure I have either. Interesting. But I guess it works out in the Warriors' favor.
Yeah, first time for everything here in Arapahoe Sports Network.
Yeah. Squib kick.
Then another flag will pop out.
Yep.
Kick out of bounds.
That is going to give the Warriors the ball at the 35-yard line.
Flags galore within the last 2 minutes here at Halftime Help Stadium.
on the kicking team. All the plays on the 35-yard line. First down.
First down Warriors. 7 minutes to try to tie up this ball game. The Warrior offense really has been pretty static. Is that the right word? Static. No. I don't know. My grandma will be mad at me for that, but they really haven't done much. As we get a huge run
Good.
from, who was that?
I believe that was Marcelo.
That was Hadamio, who starts the drive with a first down. But as I was saying, the Warriors have not done much this second half.
Yeah, the issue could be if the Warriors are off the field quickly, you don't give the defense enough time to rest, and then Thunderridge comes out and scores again. Then the Warriors are kind of screwed in that situation.
That's something we saw in that Mountain Vista game. The defense would have a I think they came out of half and they had a 5-minute drive pounded on them. Then the offense came on the field and only used 1 minute and 30 seconds off of the clock. This ball up the middle, Trajan Frazier, another first down for the Warriors, starting the drive with 2 first down runs.
Yeah, we're not an ant chipping away like Thunderridge was, but Thunderidge's drive ended well. Hopefully we can be that ant that gets the food at the end of this drive. Timeout will be called on the Grizzlies. And they'll be only down to 1 timeout remaining with 6:41 to go in the fourth quarter. For all the Buffs fans out there.
No, don't spoil. I just personally know my grandma loves to watch this and then record the game, so just want to be safe for everybody out there. We don't know.
I'm sorry, Trey's grandma. I will not.
My grandma would be so mad at you if you would have spoiled the score there. I'm sorry.
That's all good. Didn't want to ruin anybody's night.
Lee looking long for Drum. Drum brings it down.
Wow.
Wait, excuse me. That was, who was that? That was Evan Nicholson.
What a
Wow.
catch.
Fantastic catch from the junior.
3 Grizzlies defenders seem to be all around Nicholson.
Brought down at the 7-yard line. I'm not even sure how he pulled that one in, but
Yeah, that was an amazing catch.
good for the kid.
Evan Nicholson, a junior.
Stoppable force versus movable object type game. That's what Max Shaver has to say.
A good 1st and goal here for the Warriors. An opportunity to punch back.
Jaramillo in motion. They'll go out to him, and the ball just short. Incomplete. 2nd down and goal now. Lee immediately rolled right, but was unable to connect with his guy. That play incomplete.
Bring up 3rd and goal for the Warriors. Not sure if they don't get the touchdown here. Not sure if they would go for it. What do you think, Trey?
Yeah, I think you're in a position where you do go for it. They haven't kicked a field goal all year. So we'll see. Maybe they do a run play even here and try to maybe pick up 4 yards and just bring it a little bit closer to the end zone.
Yeah, because the 7 is not, ball on the 7-yard line is not the best 4th down.
Frazier in motion. They'll hand it to him. Frazier taking it up the middle and tackled at the 4-yard line. Looked like Frazier was almost about to break free, but then Shane Christie came in and said not so fast.
Big 4th and goal for the Warriors.
Ball placed at the 3.5-yard line. Warriors will keep that offense.
Looks like a timeout.
Actually, yeah, the Warriors are going to call a timeout here. Think about what they might want to do.
1 timeout for each team left in the game. Fourth and goal for the Warriors. Ball on the 4. Grizzlies lead 14-7. Grizzlies scored on their last drive on the field. Warriors' drive has taken up about 2 minutes so far. 2 to 3 minutes.
At the conclusion of the game, National Honor Society. Please meet in front of the student section for cleanup. At the conclusion of the game, National Honor Society. Please meet in front of the student section for cleanup.
Five minutes to play in the game. Warriors with only 1 timeout remaining. So if they are unable to convert here, they are not going to have a whole lot of time. Lee looking right. And it is incomplete. Turnover on downs. Warriors get down to the 3-yard line but are unable to convert. So the ball will go back to the Grizzlies, and once again, it will fall on this Warrior defense to try to make a stop.
That was such a well-produced drive by the Warrior offense until they got in the red zone. They kind of stalled there, and obviously that's not the best place to stall. But if you look at the defense, look at some blitzing, the Grizzlies are back on their own 3-yard line. Hopefully you can make a safety out of this situation.
Stagnant. Stagnant is the word I was looking for earlier, but that is what the offense just did. They got down to the 7-yard line and went stagnant. I think. Yeah, that's right. I appreciate Sawyer Sullivan. He'll get a little shout out. He gave me that one. Oh, and the Warriors get caught jumping. That is just a terrible play there, because now instead of the Grizzlies being on the 3-yard line, they'll now be up to the 8. The 3-yard line would have given the Warriors a chance to possibly get a sack, maybe a safety, but it just opens the field up even more for the Grizzlies. A blitz comes in and brought down behind the line of scrimmage by, that was Cole Troop. Loss of 1 on the play.
Hopefully that drive by the Warrior offense gave this Warrior defense some good rest to get back on the field and hopefully stop Thunderridge here. 2nd and 6. Ball on the 7-yard line. 4:40 and counting.
The Warriors brought the all-out blitz there. This play, Grizzlies with 4 wide receivers, a handoff to, a quarterback keep. He rolled out. That's enough for the first down. Ball completed to Ben Perez.
We'll give the Grizzlies another 1st and 10. Ball on their own 19. Long ways to go. For the Grizzlies, probably just want to chip at that clock as much as you can. But you are in an awkward time because it's a lot of clock to chip away and also continue to get the first down.
That run, the ball came out, but the Grizzlies fall on it.
Looks like the Grizzlies.
Ryan Anderson was the running back who took a hard hit. We're going to cut the camera away from him.
Hopefully he is okay. Hate to see it.
He immediately gets back up as soon as the trainer runs out. Glad to see him be able to walk off the field without help.
At the conclusion of the game, National Honor Society, please report from the student section for cleanup. National Honor Society, please report in front of the student section for cleanup.
Second down and 10 at the 19-yard line. A run up the middle, has a hole, has the first down and more. Still going, finally brought down at the 48, 47-yard line. That was Shane Christie with the huge run.
I said earlier in the game, the Grizzlies weren't a big running team, but it seemed like they've been running all over the Warrior defense when they get a chance.
Yeah, that run looks like it might have sucked the life out of the Warrior defense. The game is definitely not over. One stop and you got a 2-minute drill to go down the field and tie it up. Grizzlies in shotgun. Reeder hands off back to Christie, who has 5 yards on the play. The clock will continue to run. Under 3 minutes now remain in the game. Warriors with just a single timeout. We're working on fixing that clock. Another handoff up the middle. Back to Christie once again, who is just short of the first down marker.
Looks like Arapahoe will burn their final timeout. Thunderridge still with 1. Third and short when the timeout is over. .2:14 remaining. Grizzlies lead by a touchdown. 3rd and 2 is the official call. Ball on the Warriors' 37-yard line. Teams return to the field.
Clock will start and presumably run for the rest of the game after this play. That
Officials
looks like it is enough for the first down. They'll wait for an official mark, but there go the chains. First down for the Grizzlies. Warriors need something here. They're looking, it looks like it might be just about over.
Yeah.
And the Grizzlies will come out in the kneeling formation, so indeed it is over. Warriors with no more ways to stop the clock.
Rough day for the Warriors in the office, on the road, first road test. Offense did struggle, but the defense kind of reminded me of the Mountain Vista game, like you said earlier. The defense stood strong, but the offense maybe didn't click as well if they wanted to.
Yeah, I mean, 14 points is not a lot of is not a lot.
Yeah,
that's a pretty
Definitely
good on paper when you see your defense allowed 14 points. That's pretty solid. It's
is
not bad at all.
Yeah, solid stand from the defense. Just maybe not a clicking offense this week.
It felt like the Warriors took 2 steps forward in that Heritage game. They absolutely dominated across the board, every stat category you could ever look at. They dominated that game. But then this game against Thunderridge was 1 step back, and like you said, it was shades of week 1 versus Mountain Vista.
Can you get the chargers? Can you get the chargers? And then there's a box.
Yeah.
Can you get
next week we will be back at home against Pine Creek. It is our homecoming game, so that should be an electric atmosphere next week as the clock winds out to go final. It will be an unfortunate loss, 14-7. Arapahoe losing in the tough battle tonight.
Yeah, that'll be it from us up here in the broadcast booth. We thank you all so much for joining us here tonight on Arapahoe Sports Network. My name's Trey Larson. I was joined alongside Mason Lanier. Thank you, Mason. It wasn't the outcome we were hoping for. The Grizzlies win 14-7, but nonetheless, the Warriors will be back, and they'll be looking for vengeance next week against Pine Creek. That game, like Mason said, is exactly a week from now, 7 p.m., Littleton Stadium. Again, thank you for joining us here on Arapahoe Sports Network. We apologize for our quality issues, our connection issues tonight, but we're glad we were able to get it fixed for the second half. That's it, though, from us up in the booth. Thank you once again for joining us, and as always, let's go Warriors.